What's going on? Welcome back to Animonium. We are here live for episode 4 with Phobic, FPG, and Silence Feeds Me. Without further ado, unless you
What's
guys
good?
have further ado, you guys want to get into segment 1?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got nothing to sidebar us with to start, so
Alrighty. So, without any further ado, we're going to be talking about the climax of the Sasuke retrieval arc. So, last week we covered the first part of the arc up until the Sand Siblings interference. From this point, we are covering the interference to the end of the arc. So, everything with their fights, Naruto versus Sasuke, etc., etc. So, question one, we're going to start off with Gaara versus Kimimaru in particular. How does Gaara's fight against Kimimaru showcase his growth since the Chunin exams, both from a power standpoint and just a character slash personality standpoint?
Shane.
Shane?
I'm cooking. I'm cooking. I'm
He
cooking.
said, "I'm cooking. I'm cooking."
Give me like the second half of that. And it's fucking just repeat the
So,
whole thing.
how does Gaara's fight against Kimimaru showcase his growth since the Chunin exams from both a power and
Yeah.
personality standpoint?
Honestly, it was pretty cool to see, but a lot of growth, maturity for sure. Um, he doesn't really get like blood blitzed anymore. He doesn't just send like see blood and then just go ape shit. It seems like he still goes hard, but like he seems more together and more thought out. Kind of like what Naruto's doing. He's kind of like getting into. My words are so bad right now. He's like on his way to be a proper warrior. You know what I mean? But now his personality more docile, um, more mission objective it seems, rather than just for his like selfishness. That one scene that did happen with I believe it was Naruto that pretty much just made him see a whole different light, which was kind of crazy, is kind of cool at the same time. Like I'm actually like I said last episode, Gara's making it to my top 5 pretty fast.
So it's funny that you had mentioned actually Naruto in particular changing him because that kind of coincides with my next question, and is aside from the plot obviously of leading to Naruto versus Sasuke the fight itself. Why do you think Gaara chooses to save Rock Lee and focus on Kimimaru instead of following Naruto to help him save Sasuke?
That's
I
actually a
feel
good
like
one.
because he still Gara, in my opinion, is a very intelligent warrior slash person individually. He just already seen that, like, Naruto. First of all, he's got the nine tails in him. It's not like the hoorah right now, but he's kind of got his situation under wraps, and he knows that like it's probably not as drastic as Rock's situation. Rock is literally like off his bed, like he's still in bad condition. I mean, literally, if Gara wasn't even there to pull his ass away, we might have just even lost Rock right there. You know what I mean?
But we
So I feel like
definitely.
Might.
he's seen. Yeah, I want to say might have because I love Rock. Rock's my dude. But
I can't get over you calling him
yeah,
Rock
he
instead
did.
of Lee.
I know, right? I'm like rock.
I like it. It's different. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Rock Lee, my dude, he would have probably died if Gara wasn't there. But I feel like it was just a given. Like Gara just knew where he needed to be, what needed to be done.
Yeah,
Him and Naruto against Sasuke, we're trying to save Sasuke, not kill him. You know? One,
100%.
two, he had a little bit more, yeah, and he has a little bit more faith in Naruto, but Naruto is, you got to remember, the person that kind of motivated him in a sense. So he knew he had that shit under wraps and he's under control. Plus, Gaara
it,
probably already knew that more people were to follow Naruto on that pursuit.
I feel like it's also got to do with the fact that the Sand siblings mission was to back up Naruto's team, and the fact that the Sand and Leaf are allies means like prioritizing as many lives saved as possible. He definitely had the presence of mind to know like, oh shit, you're gonna die if I don't step in. I can't go after Naruto now. Like,
Right. Last arc, we weren't seeing that though. Gaara would have let him
Yeah,
off. He would have been the
he's
one to fucking kill them
Naruto
all.
quite literally beat some sense into Gaara. Like
No, and I
that
love it too.
headbutt personality shift.
Yeah. And I love the personality shifts because it just brings a whole nother aspect to you're like, whoa, shit just got so different so quick. As if it wasn't already like unwinding in something you'd never expect.
And that I kind
He
of,
froze.
I think he is frozen. So well,
Yeah, looks like it. Hold
Just
So-
on.
hit a camera and hit it again. You'd be on.
I wanted to say though, I
There we
kind of have both viewpoints, but I do tend to focus on Naruto is who saved Gaara from that darkness during the tuning exams, the training between the prelims and the final round in particular. Gaara literally gets the drop on Kakashi and Sasuke's training and says to Sasuke, like, you have the same eyes I do, like, you know darkness, blah, blah, blah. So I think from Gaara's perspective, he knows that Naruto saved him from that darkness. He feels that Sasuke is in a similar darkness and knows that if anyone is going to get him out of that darkness, it's that boy right there with the yellow hair.
Naruto.
And you know
Right.
what? Without spoiling anything, I can say that I agree with that because of something Gaara says later on in the series.
I have an anime reference. For that statement right there, it's like Killer would have gone. Like it's just not happened. Like they're the only two that can tap into each other's internal, like their soul, like that. And
See, what's crazy with that is it's a little sidetracked, so I won't get too into it. But like by the time of leading up to Gon's rage moment, Killua had no say or touch or grasp on
Nothing.
anything Gon did.
Right. Right. Because that was kind of going. That's why I said it was different. Just analogy in the moment, but yeah, that was different because it was kind of on the flip afterwards versus what's happening with Gaara and Naruto. It's going the other way. It's going good.
So, Gaara's perspective of loneliness and strength, more of it gets revealed during his conversation with Lee throughout this fight. Just in his whole change in his personality, how he has this debt that he must repay to the Leaf, and he doesn't directly like say to Lee, because when Lee says something about like, I'm like this because of you, he just kind of gives him like a sorry face but doesn't say anything. But I think poetically it was really cool that Gaara interfered with Lee's fight in particular, because he's not only making his amends towards the Leaf, but it also gives him a chance to make his amends towards Rock Lee.
I totally agree with that, especially when you mentioned the way he kind of just gave him that sad look. Like he was absolutely reproachful of his actions.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he went out of his way after the fight was over to crush and try to kill Lee, but crush his arm and leg. Like he's like we said, he's a totally different individual now, and he's learning to empathize and to. You got to remember, this kid is 12. Like
This is it's a roller
he's
coaster.
younger by a year and a half than even Naruto, and Naruto is one of the youngest in the Konoha 12. Like,
Yeah, that's a
I
really
think-
big aspect.
yeah, the only Konoha 12 that I can remember off rip that is younger than Naruto is Hinata by like 2.5 months.
Just to add on to what you were saying too about the like remorsefulness and everything, is not only did he try killing Lee basically after the fight was over, but he came to the hospital with the intention of killing Lee in his hospital bed. Like, if not
Yeah,
for
and then he
Naruto
was
and
even trying to
Shikamaru's
scope out
interference,
Sasuke later too.
Yeah.
Like,
if not for Naruto and
and he
Shikamaru
straight up
showing up,
murked Gosu. Like,
Right. Yeah. No. That's. He was
like
just
for
it was such
Gaara
a-
in the moment with the hospital, it was the fact that no one had ever touched him before. And not only did Lee touch him, he beat him. Gaara was not an emotionally stable child. He couldn't let that slide. Like it was like spoiling Marilyn Manson's dinner. You think he's just gonna let you walk after that? Like
for real.
how does the dynamic between Gaara's absolute defense and Kibimaru's insane offense highlight their contrast in ideologies?
they're very sought out. They're like they I don't know. So Gar's defense and his offense. They're almost as like one more time. Let's kick this into the head.
How does the dynamic between Gaara's absolute defense and Kimimaru's offense highlight their contrasting ideologies and fighting styles?
They're both completely different fighting styles, but they're just as effective as each other, if not like 100% effective on most foe. Like Gaara's defense mechanism like is already like different, so to speak. It's got its own uniqueness, but same thing with him. Like, I mean, I had never in 1,000 years thought my man's was going to be growing bones out as ligaments to fight with. Like that just skeeves me out. Like, could you imagine just like, yeah, these won't break, but
They're harder than steel.
they're both highly like I don't even know how to put it. You know, like their ideologies are nuts. Like they're both nuts in the head, but they're crazy under like that balance, everything that they've mastered to show forth, like when it comes to their skill. I'm trying to like find the words for it, but I really can't like put it to where it's just like they are both unique in their own way, even though one's defensive and one's offensive. Like I said, they're just as effective as each other.
What I thought was really cool about the contrast between Gaara and Kimimaro was that Gaara has an absolute defense with insane offensive potential and possibility. Kimimaro has an absolute offense with insane defensive potential and possibility.
Right.
Especially once he busts out, phase 2 of his curse mark. Kimimaro has range, reach, and AP, same as Gaara does, but one is autonomously defending himself and actively defending another. The other is just going for the, I'm gonna finish y'all so I can go make sure young one gets over to Orochimaru. Like,
Yeah.
So,
Thank you for kind of saying that for me. That's kind of what I was trying to itch at. Like, because, like I was saying, like, they kind of go hand in hand.
they're the
But I was trying
antithesis
to
of each
find the
other,
defense and
but in the
offensiveness.
most complementary ways.
Yeah, it's almost like left and right, but they go together, like your
Yep.
body. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, it's
Oh my
like
god, a team of Gaara and Kimimaro would be so busted.
bro, there's honestly, like, especially when you come to, like, some of the more broken part 1 characters, like your Gaaras and your Kimimarus, there is a lot of crazy potential team combinations. Speaking
Oh
of
my
that,
god.
something that I want to bring up is during this fight, we get a lot of flashbacks into Kimimaru's past and backstory, and during that, we actually see Kimimaru as a kid come across Zabuza and Haku. I think Haku would be
I
like,
forgot about that.
imagine Gaara, Haku, and Kimimaru as a 3-man squad.
I was thinking that, dude. Like,
That already sounds OP, and I don't even
imagine
know what they do.
Gaara catching your ankles with the sand, and then Haku using crystal ice mirrors to transport Kimimaro to and from different positions, and he's just large dancing your ass as he's coming by. Like,
Bro, like
That
it
would
would
be
it would be
nuts.
it'd be so broken. It would
There's
actually
so
be
many.
so broken.
There's
Between the
there's a lot
sand,
of
the
like
broken
bones,
I
theories.
and the
forget
ice.
which dance it was, but the dance he did where he spun Lee around. Imagine him doing that coming out of an ice mirror at light speed. It'd be a bone tornado, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, don't give Hollywood any ideas.
The live action Naruto remake incoming.
I was more so making a Sharknado reference, but yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That
I still have to
would
sit
be
down and watch all those movies.
Bro, I feel like it's one of those things, and I'm not gonna go too deep into it because it's not even anime related. But it's one of those things. You seen one of them, you seen all of them. I mean, they just get
Yes and
wackier
no,
and
because like one of
wackier.
them has freaking fire tornadoes with sharks and shit. Like,
Oh, I
Dude,
wonder what the
I
plot
want to
twist
give
at this
those
one will
movies a
be.
shot.
I wonder what the plot twist at this one
yeah,
will be.
Those
Oh my
movies a
god, the
shot.
wait,
tornado
the
has an
sharks
active
are going from
fire.
the ocean.
Like, so I guess my last question for Gara versus Kimimaru in particular, and this is gonna go back to what I had asked you last week about, do you think Kimimaru's illness will play any part? So at the end of the fight, Gara is about to, like, literally die. And then Kimimaru stops right in front of his forehead.
His
If
eye
was about to die.
Yep, no, but it was right here.
Oh,
Like,
I thought you were
yeah.
questioning what I thought you didn't hear me right. The way you said it
No,
sounded like
no,
there
no,
was a
yeah,
question
he
mark.
hit the spear was
Yeah, so
right
this
there
was
at Gara's
this
left
is
eye or right eye. I was when I first saw that.
right. Yeah, so yeah. So this is the part where it was launched and he literally keels over mid-fight and then Gar just gets away from after all that when they're up above elevated, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is at the end.
All right. Net. I knew it was going to have an effect. Illness is illness. I mean, same like we're always talking about strong characters, for instance. Like, illness is when they come to affect. Sickness is the sickness. It's going to affect any being. It's kind of a given. And two, that was just when that happened. You guys should have seen my face. I was shocked. I was like, "Wow." I did not expect that to go down like that. I thought they were just gonna get out by the skin of their teeth, or he was gonna have some like nutty trump card to pull out and be like, "Ha!" Like not dead. But yeah, no, sickness always has an effect. I don't care who you are, unless you are a venereal
Being able to
Jitsui.
travel through his bones like that kind of is what you just said, like a nutty trump card. Like that's not something he showcased beforehand throughout the fight. So being able to travel through the bones and show up like that and then just croak was insane.
Yeah, he showed out and then showed
Like,
down.
I mean, he literally was moving his body through willpower alone.
Yeah, no, it was pretty nutty. Like that was a pretty intense situation right there for a second. But yes, all in all, sickness always has an effect. I knew it. As soon as he got off that bed, I knew something was gonna happen eventually.
All right. Yeah, so to wrap up that fight in particular, one of my favorite fights in part one, definitely. Not my favorite fight, but it's up there. And Kimimaru in particular, one of my favorite characters in part one, just from a sheer. We barely see this dude, and he steals the show. Absolutely steals the show. I mean, he's what present for
Absolutely.
between leaving the bed, going and interfering, his little scuffle with Naruto, his brief scuffle with Lee, and then the final fight with Gaara and Lee. I mean, he's what 7 episodes total that he appears. Absolutely steals the
He was
show.
around for what? All of yeah.
Yeah, he was not in the series for very long. I mean, it's not
Dude,
like
he carried that arc on his back. I'm not even gonna lie.
I want to say he carried the arc on his back because arguably the best fight in the entirety of Naruto happens in this arc, but
Who were you talking about that carried the?
Kimimaru.
So I'm having technical difficulties right now. You guys are skipping a little bit. Am I good? Do I look,
You're
sound
good, Shane.
decent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
I
giving
literally
Phobic a minute for his internet to like kind of recollect itself, but
What do you
oh,
mean?
it's not mine.
you were skipping around a lot.
No, I can hear you
Okay,
guys.
word. I thought it was
But
me.
it seems like it's all settled now, so
But,
All right, word.
so
Yeah, White literally almost carried that on his back.
like I mean he basically he shows up and he carries Sasuke on his back for
Listen.
like 5 minutes, and that is the arc. So
Yo, I can't even argue that. That was kind of nicely said, bro. It's all that rapping, bro. It's a metaphorical on spot.
So for the other two interferences, we're going to touch on them a little bit, but obviously compared to that first fight and the last fight that we're going to talk about, these two aren't as like in your face, off the wall type of thing, you know what I mean? But
Right.
with Konkoro and Tamari, their respective interferences. Let's start with Tamari. How do you think Tamari's abilities and personality contrast with Tayuya's during their fight?
Mori, color hair.
Yellow hair, Gara's sister.
Bro.
We're like replaying the fight in my head. This was through the trees, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, one more time. I've like got the whole.
So how do Tamari's abilities and personality contrast with Tayuya's during their fight?
To Yuya's, I'm trying to really remember more of, but um,
She was using the flute to create the genjutsus and control the summonings.
oh fuck. All right, well I had them mixed up then. That makes sense. All right. The flute, honestly, another very diverse jutsu. I did not expect it to go down like that. They're strong, strong as hell, but with great strength and something that you literally have to be back like Conqueror in a sense. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you have to be like back and it kind of leaves you open. But also like the person that she was fighting seen through that like immediately. Like we're trying to like fucking get the whole entire scene down. I could see it. I remember this one part to where they were kind of like itching, watching what she was doing, and then read it. Doesn't even know music, and still kind of like read the
Because
notes in a
he
sense to
recognized
know.
their patterns.
Right. He recognized like pattern recognition, and then pretty much used it against her. So a very strong jutsu, but had a very easy flaw. Like if you were fighting, I mean Naruto would. I'm sorry, he wouldn't have gotten that. He wouldn't have not understood that. He would have just kept fighting.
No,
Normal
Naruto would have
style.
broke through on sheer willpower.
Right. Right. But I thought that was pretty cool in the aspect. But the other one, I need a picture of this motherfucker again.
So the basis of that question though was about Tamari and her interference after that point with Shikamaru. So this is a completely different character we're talking about than Shikamaru.
These are the two that I'm still trying to like learn. Oh my god. I'm pulling up a picture of them both right now so I can actually see because I'm visual. As soon as I see it, I'll know. All right, Gara's sister. What is her power again?
She has
She's a
like
wind style user.
she's a wind style user with this big ass fan.
She's the wind style. Okay, she's the one that pretty much clapped sound, right? Like pretty much nulled their shit from affecting them. She was the one that went against the sound, right? Like one of their attacks.
She blew away Tayuya completely from Shikamaru and then decimated her.
Made her crazy ass power pretty much nothing and blew it away. I remember seeing that and saying like, "What the hell?" Like completely nulled.
So I guess on that topic, before I even ask the question, do you remember Tamari summoning?
Yeah, so there's
forgot
just
she
a
used
lot
that
of
summon.
names that I'm trying to like match up right now and fucking like remember exactly what happened because like it has been like a week almost since I've seen it because we watched it right after the last pod. I just need their fucking face and I'll be able to like touch on specifics because if I don't know who I can't ride it along and tell you if I'm giving a compare and contrast.
Gotcha. In that case,
Trying
let's
to
just
remember off
skip
the top.
Konkoro and Tamari's and their interferences and go to
Well, I
Sasuke
know
versus Naruto.
Conqueror's. Conqueror's was the black ant, correct?
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
puppets and everything.
That was pretty interesting. I thought that was badass. Um, I'm always hating on Conqueror, just to touch on him, give him a little bit of an aspect and some love right now. But he kind of stood on business. Did more than I expected to. Like that, the black ant thing was it was
His
nuts. Like I
his
did not expect that.
kill on Sakon and Yukon as a whole, like it's
That was
from a
badass.
sheer like
Right.
badass aura perspective, you could argue it's one of the like most badass individual kills in the entire 700 chapters of the manga. I mean,
It's
Right.
certainly one of the coldest, that's for sure.
yeah, and it's like I'm not even like a Konkoro fan like that for real, but like just
I don't think anybody is.
that shit is just
Well, the
cold
fact,
though. I mean, you
yeah,
trap
the
him in
fact
this
that
puppet, and then from all angles, he gets impaled. I mean,
You
yeah,
you got like razor blades coming off of 6 arms. You hug the motherfucker, then you suck him in, and then
I
fucking
called that,
2 blades through your neck, 6 or 8 or whatever, 10 maybe I think through your friggin' body. Like, dude,
bro. When the
and
blades
every
went
one of them
out,
is dipped in poison. Like,
yeah, when the blades went shing right before the next as the sound is finishing, I'm like, give hug. And that was the next scene. I was like, me and him were laughing about it. I was like, what are the odds? I just called that. But yeah, his abilities really showed right there, like showcased to kind of like make me take him a little bit more serious because I was always saying to phobic, I'm like, bro, like, who is this? Like, I didn't think he was all that with like the puppet. I like when people use jutsu themselves, like their hands, but it is always a cool aspect to see others controlled. Same thing with Tamari.
gonna need some more
yes, Tamari.
context.
That she controls puppets in a sense, right? That's the
Tayuya.
right Tayuya. So in that sense, right there, it's just it's cool. You know, it's not really something that I would have expected, and then it turns out to be like, oh shit. I mean, and since the ant's trapping him, pretty much, I feel like that's the seal on the coffin. Versus somebody that's a brawler and just gonna fight a strong opponent and keep headbutting, 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 headbutting. That was pretty dope. How you couldn't even get through that. Versus the sheer strength that dude had.
So
Because I thought he was gonna butt straight through that thing.
between the three of them interfering, Kankuro, Tamari, and Gara, how surprised were you overall by the interference itself and the results of each fight?
The interferences were unexpected on a couple of parts. Pretty much each one of their fights, there was something that like was just like, oh, okay, I guess we're just gonna go with this and how this is turning out now. But in the results, I did not expect. I thought, I'm sorry, but my boy Conqueror, I thought he was gonna get shit on. I was literally talking my smack as soon as he like pulls out the black ant, and then I was just like, "Damn, my bad. Like, I'm not saying nothing bad
How
about
could
him
you
and
think
I'm
he was
proud to
gonna get? How
like
could
him
you
and
think
shit."
any of them were gonna get shit on when they're fresh, they're
He's my
unharmed, they're uninjured, and they're ready to
he was my
rock?
least
Versus all
favorite
these guys that
character.
have been worn down for over a day.
Right. Well, this is also the missing context I'm trying to like gather back, but him just regardless was always at the bottom of my list of least liked. Like he's slowly making his way up. Like I said, after that fight, gave me respect. Um, the other two. Well, the flute, honestly, like I thought that was a cat in the bag. I thought we were gonna finally see like her just stomp somebody out completely, just have like her first like pretty much body in a sense, but getting diverted like that by what's his name was wild. I didn't think nobody was gonna stop those giants when I seen them, and just the way she was, and then she was already just using bass melodies, and then goes on to like this fucking war theme about to take
Yeah.
everything out. Like It
The
was
Requiem of the Soul or
sinister.
whatever it's called. That shit was
Yeah.
crazy.
That was kind of sinister. And then the third fight. What was the third fight?
God.
Gaara and Kimimaro.
Oh, that one was just badass. That was my favorite one out of all of them. Honestly, I thought it was going to go way different. Did not expect Gaara to come out of the cut with all of these new abilities. It seemed have way more fucking power. It's almost like he's tripled since the last time we seen him. That was fucking awesome. And then pretty much other dudes showcasing like I'm trying to like the concept of the bones and shit, but like he's got to do something really cool in the future. Like if we see more or whatever the hell, like I just wish there was more kind of with him. But like the way he is, very intelligent, swift. The way he is, if he's locked in there, like there was a switch that hit, like he was getting his ass whooped, and then boom, like did not expect him to keel over though. That was the unexpected. We just took a 90-degree turn. I thought there was gonna be a death. Somebody was gonna die or something. I thought Lee honestly was gonna get hit in the mix, or
Dude,
at
this
least
whole
try
arc
to
was
get-
honestly setting up someone to
Well,
die, and the fact that
100%.
nobody
Yeah,
did is insane.
nobody died. You couldn't almost predict anything that was gonna go down. I mean, you could buy the seconds, but like for future prediction of 5 minutes and what you're seeing at the current, you're not. You're not even getting the slightest of like, oh shit, this is about to happen. Like I said, I thought Gar was about to just get caught maybe right at the end. I didn't know he was going to keel over. So that was incredibly lucky. Rock makes it out. Like you said, nobody died. This is actually insane because everybody is like on their bullshit about no bullshit and pretty much
And
trying to
willing
take each
to
other.
sacrifice
Right.
themselves.
I
Like
mean,
everybody's
For
on.
this punk ass top of the class pick me bitch who's never given any of them a fucking shred of a single second of the time of day.
Now I will say, Sasuke is making a different impression on me than he
Oh god,
originally
here we
had.
go. I knew this was gonna
No, it's
I
this
knew
way.
Shane was gonna become a
Right.
glazer.
It's this way, Thomas.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't expect
Okay,
that, right?
all right. I
And I'm
stand
not trying to
corrected.
hate on my
I thought
boy.
you were gonna become a glazer. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I'm not trying to hate on the boy. The concepts are very cool. I can't wait to see what the hell he's about to unleash. But there's a time to
I'll put
where
it to you
you've got
this
to
way:
be.
as
I
someone,
respect the genuine asshole rather than just an asshole's asshole.
yeah.
Because
So
right
I'll
now
put
Sasuke
it to you
he's
this
has
way:
Sasuke
as
has
right.
someone
pretty
who went through
genuine
Naruto
aspirations
so
for
He
his
does.
assholeness.
Well, he does.
Out
But
of
right now
anyone in
he
the
is
Leaf
being a
Village, out of
dick.
anyone in the Leaf Village in his age group to have to hypothetically go rogue, he's the only one who actually has valid
Well, his
reason, aside from
emotional.
Naruto.
Well,
I
his
wouldn't call
emotional
them valid,
intellect.
but he definitely had reasons.
Well,
Him and
I'll give him
Naruto
this.
are
He
the only
does
two with
have.
valid reasons.
Well, I'll give him this. He does have emotional intelligence. Like far more than what Naruto's had and everything. I mean, Naruto's pretty much rubbing off Sakura and Sasuke all the time. They're obviously way smarter than he is, but everybody's got their own range. But what I'm trying to say is like not hating on him or anything, but right now in this current time, he's just a dick. For all the wrong reasons. I mean, dude, Kakashi can literally come over there and pimp slap him and be like, yo, are you done yet? But
That's the
now,
craziest thing too. If
like,
Naruto hadn't passed out, Kakashi probably would have pursued Sasuke even further.
and like, yeah. So like I can't wait to see what's up. But like I like the I liked when they were finally like they were beefing on the low, like they were wanting to have their fight, but like Naruto and Sasuke were like dabbing up. You know what I mean? Still like hating on each other, but like shit was chilling. It just seems that Sasuke is only out for himself right now, which is not a problem for a character. I mean, that's their decision. That's their opinion. Whatever
It's the
they
way he goes about it.
right. And I feel like this whole entire objective of getting Naruto to die to pretty much gain the trying to
The
starts
Mangekyo,
yeah, it starts with an M, yeah. So
but
pretty much gain that like is making him selfish in other aspects in a sense, but that's
so,
only to me. I mean,
So
there is
counter
a
to that is he straight up didn't kill Naruto,
Yeah,
and
he went out of his way not to kill Naruto because he didn't
well,
want to achieve that power by the same methods as Itachi.
right. That's what the changer was. So like, I'm just
Which
on the fence because he's just a dick in general, kind of. But like, like I thought Sasuke was actually gonna be the cool, quiet. Let me go fuck. I mean, he still does fucking R farm all day, but you know what I mean. Kind of more so like chilled out rather than on like wanting to go on a warpath, low key. But
yeah,
I can't wait to fucking see it. I'm not saying that I hate on him. It was just
bringing up the
unexpected.
Mangekyo though makes me wonder, like if Sasuke had killed Naruto, do we think he would have had the same pattern in his Mangekyo as Itachi's?
I
Because
just
I
don't.
can't say a whole lot about why I think this without spoilers, but I wonder, like, because we never really got any clear cut, like, this is why this pattern appears in this person or such and such. You know what I mean?
I
I
feel like that's just more so like something you take in from insight. Like you have to fill that statistic in yourself, right?
yeah, I was gonna say I feel like it wouldn't just because like yeah, it's his brother, but literally every MS in the series is a different design. I don't really think that the way or time frame of him awakening it would have changed or may have changed its appearance, but not have made it look like Itachi's in particular.
Well,
Now,
what we do know, like you said, they're all different, but we also only know of the exact moment that caused three of them to awaken. We don't know about three other things, exact moments and points.
so not a counter to your counter, but an addition, just in my opinion, and of why it kind of went down. My Sasuke hype is still right here with Naruto and everybody else. Like I'm on the rise. I love watching people grow, but it's just like the attitude atmosphere kind of just went down a tiny bit was because Sasuke is a fucking smart dude. Why try to go through with it knowing damn well we all know he didn't kill him. He didn't follow through with it. Respect for that. But why do it and not just have the fight rather than going through with it almost and then literally almost fucking like hurling over about it. Like,
Because he's not just like throwing a temper tantrum for the sake of throwing a temper tantrum. His whole ideology and motivation
right,
established when you first meet him is he wants to kill Itachi and avenge his clan. And for what it's worth, he's not gonna gain that power at the rate that he wants to if he sits around fucking chasing cats with the Team Seven and like it's just
right.
like I
Chasing cats is crazy.
like
Like there
it's
It's
could just
just
true, but it's crazy.
like I'm not saying that he's doing nothing wrong. You know what I mean? I ain't shit talking Sasuke right now. But I'm just saying like I feel like knowing how smart he is, he could have at least thought of another way. Maybe tried before just kind of but again, he did kind of try to get far away from Naruto in a sense and was running away from well, maybe not even. He was leading his ass, honestly, let's be real. But if Naruto wasn't chasing after him, it would have probably been diverted to something different. Or if him and Naruto got distant and he met somebody else, he could have ended up killing them and gaining it, right? Or is that not just an effect? Is it
so
not a
it's
current
it,
status?
it it's something that like again I gotta kind of beat around the bush here, but it needs to be someone that you have a strong emotional tie, attachment, or bond to. It
So
can't
like a soul tie.
like if Sasuke were to see fucking Kiba die like after like awakening his three Tomoe in the
It
fight
had to
versus
be a
Naruto,
traumatic
like
event, is
yeah,
how
like
it's explained.
he's not
So
gonna
trauma
awaken.
bonding, yeah.
Yeah, he's not gonna awaken the MS if fucking Kiba dies. You know what I mean? Like it has to be something of significance. So the Sharingan as a whole, and that's why you see after the Uchiha massacre, the Sharingan, the one Tomy, the base awakens because of the trauma
Right.
from
Yeah,
that.
that's the whole thing about the Sharingan is it's a physical response, a physical bodily change in response to chakra spikes and flows that are a response to emotional stimuli and or trauma. deep emotional stimuli or trauma.
I'd be a
Um,
strong
the only thing I
user.
can say, and I can't say much without spoilers, is that it doesn't have to be the death of someone, but it can be a super traumatic event mentally as well. Because that's something that we won't be able to discuss thoroughly until you and I, Shane, are caught up on Two Blue Vortex.
Can I be real here for a second? If I had this ability, can we just picture how fucking cracked my abilities would be? Do you know how much trauma
Oh,
I
bro, I just in general. I mean, I've entertained the idea before. The world should consider itself lucky that I don't have a Sharingan nor the chakra reserves to control a Sharingan because.
Oh shit. We'll get on. Listen, we will have theory talk in the future. Maybe we can do some segments at the end, but I would love to get onto one of those topics. The what if.
Yeah, they lucky I don't got a Sharingan.
Yeah. Hey, lucky I don't got fucking nine tail.
So
Or Saiyan.
with that, it brings us into the main event of the arc, which is Naruto versus Sasuke. So I'll just kind of let you give your thoughts, as I do have some questions here and there that I'll ask, but I kind of want to hear your raw thoughts as well, and then any questions that come that like I get from hearing your raw thoughts.
My base raw thoughts
Chris Cubby,
was,
raw thoughts?
hey, that's a bang.
No Diddy.
Raw thoughts?
Mhm.
Whoa, yeah, double.
Orochi Diddy.
The way it just got worse.
Orochi Diddy.
Roche, oh, oh,
Diddy
the words right
Maru?
out of my mouth. No Diddy. Anyway, raw thoughts. No Diddy. It was another fight that I couldn't wait to see. There were some things that I actually predicted that didn't use each other, and that was help me pronounce this so I don't say it wrong. It's
Sharingan.
Sasuke's Sasuke's fucking Shinobi. That ball of light that he hits
Oh,
when
Shidori.
Chidori?
Shidori. Yeah, the Shidori. I knew Shidori was gonna come out at least once. Same with Rasengan?
Rasengan.
Rasengan. Okay, I was close. I was close. Rasengan, but for the most part, I love new showcases of power. The spike of both of their powers. Did not expect Sasuke to be that menacing. Let's just talk about how swift my boy came down from that cliff. Bro, that was our farm. I'm not gonna
You
lie.
talking about the swan dive?
When he, bro, I blinked and he was behind him, and I was like,
Oh, this is bro. This
we
is
have to rewind that.
no, we're on a whole. That's Shippuden,
That
bro.
wasn't that fight.
No, we're talking about the arc, the Sasuke retrieval arc. We're not talking about.
You're talking about Shippuden
Okay,
now, aren't
Yeah,
you?
he's talking about the
Fucking
flash
A.
forward scene in
Yeah, I'm
Shippuden.
getting hype. I'm getting hype, bro. Yeah, I can't. All right, retrieval. Um, I was just getting mad at the fact that like, so this is the point after when seals are broken. We're on, right?
This is the final valley fight.
Okay, so this is when everybody's fighting and he's still in the box.
No, this is
No, this is
Naruto
when
versus
Naruto and Sasuke
Sasuke,
are
the
on the
main
statues
event
and in the
of the
basin
retrieval
fighting.
arc.
Wait, I'm getting confused here.
Shane, this is when Naruto and Sasuke started fighting at the end of the Sasuke retrieval arc after Kimimaro versus Kara and Lee.
The main
No.
event of this arc.
No, I know, but I'm just tripped out because the last thing, that's why I thought where we were right now, because the last thing I just seen was them mixing again.
No, because you started Shippuden.
What the fuck happened?
We're talking about
exactly
the
in that
end of
fight?
part 1 Naruto. Before the time skip.
I'm trying to remember the fight. Like
Remember
more
the
in
swan
depth.
dive?
Yes, that I could give the same reaction as if I was describing the other fight that I just was. That was crazy. Fuck, man. That one
It's
might have slipped me, dude.
it's a
I'm
five
more visual. I need
it's
to
a
see
five
shit.
minute flash forward scene at the start of Shippuden, overshadowing that entire arguably best fight in the 700 chapter manga for me.
Well, I'm not saying that like it's something that I don't know. Like I just gotta see it again. Like I'm
Like,
seeing stuff once and then I'm kind of like touching on it like a week and a half
We're
later.
talking
So it's
about the
kind
fight
of
where Naruto and Sasuke went into their transformations.
for the first time against each
Yes.
other, right? Gotcha. Fuck, it's gonna fuck me up since I just see them fighting again. Um, so when they both went into the transformations for the first time, it kind of fucked me up that Sasuke, as crazy as I was and didn't know what the that red chakra was when it was coming from. How Naruto was even like pretty much still going, if
Well,
I'm honestly.
Sasuke was only like 2.5 months old, or like 3 or 4 months old when the Nine Tails event occurred.
Okay, well, I just thought it would have been like a fucking passed down bedtime story or some bullshit that they would just like the old antic story.
The newer generation of the Leaf really didn't get talked to a lot about it.
So they kind of hushed it. It was a hush talk thing.
Yeah, the adults kind of kept it hush, but they all looked at, like, they all
Because
looked
of
in
how, yeah,
contempt and rage
because,
all the
yeah.
time.
Well, you've seen it, Lash. All right, yeah. So it was kind of cool watching those, both of them face off of each other. Naruto really sees the power of it. I mean, he already kind of does. He always watches, and like Kakashi's always around and with him, but like, I guess he's never really went, I guess, against somebody with the intent, of wanting to really pop off. I'm trying to remember a couple of the
so
banger things because there was things
something
I wanted to talk
off
on.
of what we were talking about with that is Sasuke literally punctures Naruto's lung with a Chidori before the Nine Tails cloak and everything comes out, and Naruto on the spot starts healing and regenerating, and then
That was the crazy fight. Okay, yeah, because
Yes,
he
the
starts.
crazy
So
fight. Yes.
yeah,
again, arguably the best
well,
fight in the
no, I'm
entire
just saying.
series.
Talking about the fight
Well,
where Naruto
again,
took like 40 clones,
arguably,
chained them together, and spun Sasuke around like Wonder Woman's lasso of truth and slammed him into a rock face.
well, yeah. My
Like,
only defense is this has been a week and a half ago, and I've been probably sleeping 4 hours every night. I mean, it's gonna pass me at some point. I can only be photographic in so many ways. But fucking like if I seen it right now, like in a skip fast, like I could break it down like fucking. Well, I'm not gonna say that dude's name, but but yeah, pretty much when Naruto starts healing himself, Sasuke shits himself, and Naruto gets up. Trying to still remember the rest of
when
it. I'm
when the
just
Nine
pressed.
Tails
I'm
cloak in
pressed.
general, like when Sasuke starts seeing that Nine Tails chakra, like he really does start shitting himself. And there's a
oh yeah.
clear gap between the two until Sasuke's third Tomoe gets awakened after that point. And bro, just
Well, the cloak appeared after the third Tomoe.
no, because he was still
The third Tomoe appeared while Naruto was still amped with eyes and claws. That's it.
bro, he
So
was
this
literally getting
is
pressed and then awakened the third Tomoe and equal the battlefield, like the playing ground.
And then Naruto got the cloak.
He was getting pressed by the cloak though. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, because that's when he activated the second stage of his curse mark.
doesn't he use a mad shadow clones against fucking Sasuke, but Sasuke literally just destroys every single one of them.
Well, yeah, that's Naruto and Sasuke in a
This is that
nutshell.
fight,
But
right? Well, I believe that I remember him surrounding him before Nine Tails
That's
comes out.
Kimimaru. You're thinking of when he was about to fight Kimimaru, the bone guy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know it was like a week and a half ago. Well, not even. I mean, it was realistically 6 days ago, but I'm surprised that you're not like remembering this. Was again, this is like
Well, it's a lot. Like it's a lot. Plus, we're live too, so it's like on the spot, and like I have zero reference in front of me, and I'm still trying to like remember a lot of names. I'm just like frazzled. You know what I mean? But plus, like, I mean, I'm pushing. Like, I'm dead tired when I watch these.
yeah. I just figured if anything would have stuck with you, it would have been the main event of the arc. You know what I mean?
Well, no, yeah. Well, I mean, I literally like was dying during that episode. I mean, I was hyped for the time being, but I was tired out of my mind. Dude, I don't remember. I'm trying to fucking remember. I could have swore that he surrounds him in some clones. They clash, cancel each other.
They did have a clash.
Then, yeah, so they have a clash. Pretty much cancel each other out. Something happens. Naruto goes down, heals. Then chakras come out, and they really see each other.
Putting
And
this
this is
panel
before.
in the live calls chat, Dan. I don't know if you're able to pull it up on the actual stream or not, but that's when the third Tomoe awakened and Naruto and Sasuke were still on the cliff face, for like horizontal.
Oh yeah, this is when they're on the columns, right?
Prior to the
Facing
cloak
off.
appearing.
Because isn't Kakashi in this point of what I'm explaining right now is on his way to get these two from stopping this, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, by the time they'd started like really getting through it and
Yeah, because
into it
then
was
he could
when
start to
Kakashi had
feel
gotten
it.
back, had spoken to Tsunade or Sakura
Oh
Sakura,
yeah.
and had gotten on his way.
So shit started to get crazy. So I loved how it showcased them basically canceling each other out, but like they're almost like these hits the last arc compared to this one would have been putting one of them down for like they were just nope, right back at the next. But to the point to where Kakashi got close enough that literally you could feel it in the atmosphere. Like it started fucking storming and shit. Like just straight nuts all the way to the point to where it's so funny to see like Sasuke was so about that, but again, it is a very fucked up. I think I just did this questionable type of thing.
And I'll
Gets
always
sick as
say it, I
fuck.
love how the rain symbolizes the tears that he's holding back
Just
and
I was just about to
like
say
stopping
that.
himself from crying.
So I'm over here cooking. Yes, that was the majestic drop of art. Like I'm talking teardrop masterpiece, like type
Yep.
shit. When it comes to it being implemented in a show, it's not even like it's a quote or anything. Like that was crazy. I love that on top of the fact that where he actually comes to his senses, realize, then looks over. Ah, your boy is literally healing, regenerating like the Mummy Returns because that's what I was quoting when I was watching. I was like, oh damn, Bull thinks he's the Mummy Returns or something. But I just thought it was so crazy. Like there's just so many climatical moments. You know what I mean? Like he's just about it, thought he does it, totally just didn't agree with it, and his body just literally almost gives out just from being sick to his stomach. Then
Yeah, and that was
the
another
chakra
crazy
comes
thing is
out,
when he swan dived
and
Naruto's head straight into the rock down below and then like
well,
threw up, like that just showcased like the not only are these children fighting to the death, but Sasuke is so dead, like so insistent on doing this, but at the same time, he can't even stomach it. Like he can't come to terms with the reality that it might have just happened, and
right,
he voids his stomach because that's an actual gut reaction a lot of people have once the adrenaline wears off to their first kill.
right. That was it was kind of crazy, but it's also was the coolest part was we get to see Naruto face to face with his Nine Tails. That was
You're gonna see
fucking
a lot more of
badass.
that.
That was a big, 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 big open for me. Like I was just like, oh shit, that like it was just so cool how he can pretty much talk to it like as if you know, a fusion were to happen in a sense, but like you can only see one. It's that was crazy. And then coming back into it, exposing the chakra, Sasuke is now shitting himself currently. It was the biggest A to Z unexpected thing to happen, but I'm trying to still remember a little bit more. That was like the main I can remember, but it was just crazy all in all.
So do you think that Naruto's loss, or like would you consider his loss as a failure, or do you in some ways look at it as a moral victory? Even though he didn't win the fight, he didn't bring Sasuke back. I mean, at the end of the day, he went
I
out
look
there and gave it his fucking all and then some.
it's
You've
definitely a
never
moral
seen
victory.
Naruto try as hard as he did in that fight up to this point.
Right. So definitely moral victory. I don't think it's really an L to him because again, you got to remember as a person, anything in any context, you only can do so much. You know, you can only control you. And following suit, I mean, him just following him would be the L, but it's also countered at the same time just because of the context of what they have as the history in the past and what you know Naruto's objective is, his promise as a ninja. Like he don't want to go back on his word. So like I can't say that it's an L. Now what I can say is definitely a moral victory because he's enchanting himself. He's learning, you know, more effortless fighting styles, balance, control, and just really growing up into his own character, which I like. You know, he's being more vigilant, more careful. You know, he's obviously gonna fight and he'll put himself on the stake for Sakura, anybody, probably even fucking Pervy Sage. As crazy as it sounds, but fucking I honestly moral victory 110% because I mean what 2 arcs Naruto's grown to point where I feel like he's on his way to being like 16 at this point, and what is he 13 right now in the current story of arc?
So,
It's just nuts.
do you think
It's not an L.
do you think that there was any chance of Naruto being able to convince Sasuke at this point to like, yo, dude, like you shouldn't be doing this? Like, do you think there was any chance at all that Naruto could have gotten through to him? Even though he didn't, do you think there was any chance that he could have?
So yes, just because it didn't happen doesn't mean that there was a chance. Naruto at the time, with overflowing emotion and, you know, with Sasuke just being stubborn with whatever he was filled with, if it was rage or pain, like Naruto could have honestly had a way with words and picked the right topic to kind of go off on and hit him home and hit him at the heart for a change of heart, kind of like what Gara had happen. Because we seen how versatile Gara was. It's almost like it would be, oh, this is never going to be impossible. We could easily bring Sasuke back. Look what Gara did, you know? But at the
Yeah.
same time, it didn't happen. Things are going to happen for a reason. And I think Naruto's also slowly realizing that, you know, Sasuke is his own person, but it's just it's one of those things again, like it didn't happen, but we could say what if. So kind of
Um,
just want to leave it as is.
I think there was absolutely zero chance Naruto was going to get through Sasuke with words alone.
That's why it wasn't. Yeah, I feel like that's why I wasn't in the scene. It wasn't
The
done.
only way he was going to get through him was by going
Going through
through
him. Right.
him.
Like I'm saying, it would have to be some fucked up shit. Only if like Naruto would have known and not even Sasuke would have known, and it was like something that pieced that bigger picture to the puzzle of his childhood. Like it would have to be something really fucked up to have him like what for a second. You know what I mean? Like even if it's not going to change his mind, but throw him off for a second. You
so
know,
I
like
actually
very minimal.
wanted to mention something that I thought of while you were saying that, and it goes back to earlier about Sasuke making the selfless decision to lead the village in search of power. It could also be flipped as Naruto not respecting Sasuke's decision as his own person to leave. And it's like, yeah, that's not in Naruto's character, but at the end of the day, Naruto, Sakura, they all selfishly want Sasuke to come back. And again, I don't blame them for that. But
Selfish on both
Sasuke
sides. Yeah.
Sasuke wants what he wants, they want what they want. They have their
But
reasons.
you also can't put that on Naruto because as the last remaining Uchiha in the village, like he's going to be having a team sent after him anyway. The Leaf can't afford the Sharingan falling in the hands. They can't afford the Byakugan falling in the or Naruto being the only Uzumaki. They can't afford that.
I don't even think him
So
being an Uzumaki
Sasuke's
matters. It
decision
matters
was-
financially
well,
more.
yes, but that other thing I said matters a lot too. But at the end of the day, no, it doesn't matter if it's Naruto or not. A team is being sent after Sasuke in this situation.
Chopping, brother. I heard both of you though. But you're chopping a little bit, folks.
So
There you go. You're back.
so with that though is a team, yeah, a team would be sent, but Naruto is a part of this team because of his connection to Sasuke. Naruto is the one who was ultimately there fighting Sasuke to bring him back. Naruto is the one who was ultimately not respecting Sasuke's decision.
You're chopping up a bit, Dan.
All in all, we know what you said for the context, but you are chopping up pretty bad. It did come back. You're good now.
I don't think it's good now.
No,
It's better.
It's better. But yes,
it
you
should
are
be good
right.
now.
Like they're selfish in both of their own ways. I mean, like more so, like it's not even like the whole village in a sense is backing Naruto's actions. Like Naruto's solely doing it for him and his clique, or like the close ones that just want. But
But if Sasuke
gotta
had done it
realize everybody's
differently, if
growing
he
up.
had amicably gone and not snuck out of the village with the enemy and been like, "Hey, man, I'm going," blah
It could have
blah
been
blah,
different, but at the
it
end
would
of
have
the
been
day,
completely different. Naruto would have been like, "All right, bet,
but
buddy, come back safe."
the
Like,
counter is him finding out eventually what he has to do to gain what he needs. He's probably some shit's gonna happen. There's gonna be a divide that's gonna happen regardless. Like he's gonna want that power. Naruto's gonna be at stake. Like that just doesn't change. Like there could be 1,000 things that could change about it, but I feel like at the end of the day, like this was gonna be something that was meant to happen, regardless. This was in the inevitable.
oh yeah,
But yeah. I mean, it's not an L on both of their sides. Like they're homies. Like they're real ones. It does prove and it also does help their
are
kinship.
they though?
But no,
Oh,
look,
no,
it
yeah.
does help. So since they are fucking themselves over and going after each other, they are also gaining that whole like that like other people can see like, oh shit, he'll go the lengths. That might save his ass fucking 3 arcs from now, and somebody stays behind and be like, yo, you you know what I mean?
Mhm.
It gives realer aspect for somebody to want to lend a hand out easier because nobody ever wanted to help Naruto. Now there's people that will help fucking Naruto. You know what I mean? Like, so in a sense, there is some good that comes from it. But yes, one of these motherfuckers is gonna end up getting themselves killed or hurt. They just need to worry about what they need. Naruto could be times fucking 3 stronger. No, like maybe half of Nine Tails by now,
And
and what it means.
something else, so that's kind of to build off of that is Jiraiya when he's talking to Naruto after the fight in the hospital bed, and Jiraiya has his own personal feelings towards it because his relationship with Orochimaru is similar in a lot of ways to Naruto's relationship with Sasuke. Um, but Jiraiya is basically saying the same thing, like, dude, we have bigger shit to focus on with this Akatsuki shit and whatnot. Like, forget Sasuke. Come on, you know what I mean? And it's like,
Yeah, but Naruto, oh, you just said what? No, I'm not gonna forget Sasuke.
yeah,
Like,
and it is again like it's one of those
I
things.
mean, would you forget about your like only brother figure in your
right.
entire life just
Sensei
like
is
that?
speaking wisdom, but Naruto's just going off of the knowledge of the situation and being like, "Oh, you said what?" But like, he's not getting the bigger
Exactly.
picture. All in all, that this is the better option. Like,
And again, so I wanted to highlight that the parallel between Jiraiya and Orochimaru's relationship to Naruto and Sasuke's, because like at the end of the day, Jiraiya is rooting for Naruto to save Sasuke, but because he knows that he selfishly wanted to save Orochimaru despite Orochimaru making his decisions and everything, because of the bond that they had, he sees a lot of that in Naruto and Sasuke, and he doesn't want
Yeah.
Naruto to end up making, I want to call it a mistake, but that's how Jiraiya would describe it, the same mistake. But I personally, even in Jiraiya's
Yeah.
case, wouldn't call it a mistake.
He's a mistake. He makes mistakes. I'm playing. Oh, dry, bro. Nah, you're for real.
Eh.
Oh, Shane, I don't even think you realized that you were saying that about him.
I know. So I'm geeking.
I must be some asshole.
Hey, I slid right out of that debate. Dub.
Oh no! Now you said there's a debate going on. Come on, hit me back.
No, the debate is right now with myself mentally because I can't believe that I couldn't actually recite one of the best fights, and now that I'm sitting here thinking about it while also preaching the new context that we're sitting here telling you guys, I remember the whole fight in my head. Kind of mad at myself. Dead serious.
Yeah, you
It's
remember
on
it
the
now
it was an
because
on the
we
spot
fucking
thing.
ran you
No,
through it step
no,
by
even
step.
some shit that we weren't even talking about. Like I remember, like just little like intricacies or like like there's one picture up here and they're about to clash. I only looked up retrieval arc period, so I got no spoiler, and I didn't even click on all images, but I seen a couple images. It's like, oh shit, the whole thing ran through my head within like 2 minutes. Just I could see like a good amount of the fight, but yeah, my bad. That's just an on the spot thing. Wanted to touch on that again.
So, how do you think this fight is going to reshape and impact the rest of the series as a whole?
This is pretty much where everybody's gonna be making and laying their own paths or walking the same path as one another. It's honestly like when two big characters like this are quote the mains and pretty much the center points of a lot of these groups, even though you have powerful people like Straka, and then you have people that are just chilling with them like Sakura. Sakura.
Hey,
Like but
What do you
at the
say?
end of the day, like
I thought he
I,
snuck
well,
a Sakura in there.
no, I actually did cough.
Ah, okay.
Nah, yeah, work's got me really congested. We
Oh,
gotta do something
I was
about
like,
the
the switch
exhaust
up is
fan.
crazy right now.
But yeah, all in all, they're just really center point pieces in this chessboard, I guess if we're gonna call it from itself as an anime. Um, it's gonna affect things. I mean, them not always being together or doing the normal shit or following the footsteps that they should be. Like this guy, Sasuke, he's got one mission and one mission only right now. Naruto is now diverting himself and his path of creation and focus because he's chasing after him. So like I feel like it's just gonna break up a lot more people. A lot more people aren't gonna be together as much all the time because there isn't like, that same group together. When groups split up, people start to split up as well. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
kind of what I'm saying. But all in all, I feel like people are gonna come back around. They're gonna make their appearances. Somebody's gonna R farm harder than fucking Gojo. Shit's gonna happen. People are still gonna be there, and they're gonna be still real. But I feel like we're about to see a lot of more individual personas, a lot more individual like one-on-one stuff that we never seen. A lot more flashbacks. I feel like it's really about to get specifically detailed. Like I feel like lore's about to go crazy.
Heavy on the flashbacks. You
Am I
know.
cooking right now?
It's gonna be heavy for a little bit on the flashbacks.
Well, yeah, Dan told me the other night.
But
Dude, what pisses me off is episode 130 whatever, a tale of two brothers, bad blood among the Uchiha. That episode, literally flashing back within the flashback to something that we saw 10 minutes ago. Like, shut the fuck up. Get on with it.
But you got to remember, Tom. Not all the viewers are going to get that. Not everybody's
I know,
brain
Shane.
works like
You're
that.
one of them.
Oh, get the fuck out. I'm over here explaining the process of how the thought process works during that process of how your brain receives it. And you're going to tell me that I'm one of them that doesn't process that process and my brain doesn't receive it. Therefore, still telling you the process so you can receive
an
it.
arc.
So you can rewind that back on YouTube and let me know if that makes sense. No, I just got flustered. I'm more photographic. Next time, we're coming with sheets. We're gonna have reference, but
I want you to start
we're gonna be
taking
refreshed.
notes, motherfucker, especially in Shippuden, because you're going to have to.
Well, last week I was feeling confident, and then it was getting to where like, all right, I'm starting to slip on some details, and then I started slipping on some names, the T's. I still am slipping on the T's.
All jokes aside, it would be a good idea to take some notes throughout Shippuden. Like anything you think is important or foreshadowing, just write it down. I'm telling you, dude, you're gonna see
100%.
things in 200 episodes apart, and you're gonna be like, huh? And then you're gonna rewatch the first arc, and you're gonna be like, episode 2, minute 3:27. You're gonna be go, oh shit, like.
Right. Yeah, there is a lot of shit that is popping up that is under a second or a seconds long that like I'm gonna need to remember. So not a bad idea. But I was also gonna say, I mean, shit, you can even just quiz me. Fuck it.
I mean,
Like I actually want to quiz
segments
my
are.
no. Well, I want to quiz my. Well, this is a live segment, yes, in so many words. But like, it's not like I've watched it before in my childhood and, you know, I'm gonna recite what I've seen 100 times or 3 times.
Yeah.
Like, it's my first time, third anime ever, you know. The names really throw me off because it's not like we're talking about Josh, Jeff, George, and Jake, you know? Like, those are so easy
Josh,
to
Jeff,
remember.
George, and Jake all starting with a just that would throw me the fuck off.
But yeah, it's just more intricate. I just want to get my pronunciations down with the names, get all of the names mastered, and just get a little organized. Because I can really throw in a hot take, but I need to know what I'm talking about so I can back it. You know.
That's what I want to hear more. I want to hear more
That's
of
why
your hot
I
takes
will
on this
fight
shit as
on
we
this
go, bro.
motherfucker all day. But when it comes to other things, man, it doesn't stick as hard. And I'm trying to get Naruto to stick like other things have stuck. Like Hunter x Hunter stuck a good bit, but at the same time, I do forget a lot already about Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter stuck more than Naruto though for some reason. Don't know why.
You just responded to it better, I guess.
Well,
it happens.
We also were watching it in more of a binged fashion than like couple, which isn't a problem, but it just my brain will receive the information so much better when it's building a longer picture or an image. Like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure we got through York New in the span of a night.
Yeah,
Damn.
we blew. Yeah, dude, we were literally arcing. Like, at one point, we were like a day, like an arc or two were hit. Like, it was freaking crazy.
So to wrap up this arc, what would you rate it? Scale of 1 to 10. Now that you've seen all of the arcs in Part 1 Naruto.
Now, I mean, since it's popping off, so I'm gonna re-rate. So this is my 4th rating, correct?
5th, but yeah.
5th. All right.
So you have the Land of Waves, the Chunin exams, the Konoha Crush, the Search for Tsunade, and now the Sasuke Retrieval.
Hearing them, we'll keep them. We'll just keep them because I felt how I felt from the first reaction. I want to give this one a 9. Wasn't perfect in like perfect, but like it was a fucking banger. In so many words. Like I don't want to say
I
it
just
was
want to
like
point out
over the
real
top,
fast
but it is
something that's bothering me.
10,
Motherfucker
9,
gave Land of
9,
Waves a 10
10.
out of 10 and Sasuke Retrieval a 9.
That's why I said I wanted to rescale some things, because I also was at such a new stage. Like, I didn't think that things were gonna like stage this fast. You know what I mean? Like, the growth is crazy. Like, I literally we flicked through. Yeah, so since we finished the last arc to this arc, there's literally like everybody's doubled damn near. It's crazy. I mean, that's almost every anime, but over long periods of time. But yeah, no, that's why I wanted to give a couple of re-ratings, just because, like, I would probably give that one that I gave a 10 probably like an 8. Keep most of the other ones, but this one, I'm only giving it a higher rating just because there's so much on the table, there's so much happening, there's so many plots, there's so many characters that are involved in a situation or across the situation, across roads.
I mean, shit,
You know, we
bro.
got new powers, jutsus coming out the fucking cut. Like,
Half of the fights in
it's just
part 1 happened in this arc.
right.
Yeah.
So what? You're expecting me to just give this a 10?
I'm not expecting per se,
I
but,
fully expected you to give this arc a 10.
but definitely surprised that you didn't.
Well, I was going to, but honestly, I didn't want to be like, oh, 10. Because then I feel like you would have been like, oh, you gave
I mean, you
everyone
would have
else
had
a
3
10.
out of 5
I'm
10s,
trying to
so I'd
be
have
like
been like,
different with it. Because like I do want to give it a 10, but I was trying to be like different with it. You know, I don't want to glaze it, but like this was probably the best arc that I've seen yet. Now I have some other favorite moments that are favorited more, but like in the overall, like this was very on the edge. Like, holy shit, almost every other 5 minutes. You
Yeah.
know, versus build ups, anticipation, slow rolling lore. This was like, all right, bro, we're on pace. Like, I'm gonna need FT fucking see what's happening.
Especially watching
it's
it
a lot more
subbed.
pace picking.
Ugh. I've
Come
nothing.
on,
I have
man.
nothing against
Oh
Naruto sub.
no.
Bro,
No, wait.
what, hold on.
I'm making a good point here. I have nothing against the Naruto sub at large.
I know.
I simply do not watch sub if a dub is available on my first time watching something, or if I'm watching it in the background, rewatching it, because that way I can do other things and still listen and pay attention without
You did
missing
say this.
anything.
Right. He's basically, yes. If you're cleaning the crib, you're fully locked in. You know, mentally, you're listening to it, but you're not watching it physically.
I'm
You could still
also
tell.
strictly like, hey, if it's got a dub, I'm gonna watch the dub first, and if
Right.
I can't, if I love it and can't wait, then I'll watch the sub because I want to keep going.
So, a few days ago, I had sent in our group chat Dexter, but it's anime dub, and you said something about like, yeah, if it's a Sonic game, maybe. Tom, Asta literally sounds like that in English dub. Don't fucking even.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Asta sounds
he does
exactly
not.
like that. Yes, he fucking does.
No,
Bro.
Reference right now,
Touch it,
YouTube.
bro.
Reference.
Maybe like the vocal pitch, but his inflections are not that
Bro.
corny.
Bro.
He said, bro.
You will not sell me on this. You
Sold.
can put them side by side, and on episode 5, I will literally sit here and watch both videos side by side, back to back, and I will still not budge. I guarantee, because there's no way Asta sounds like that.
Bro.
I
Asta-
watched that fucking movie 3 times. Like,
Bro. Asta in general and his voice and screaming and whatnot is a turnoff for a lot of people when it comes to the Black Clover anime. It was they don't get past the second
chop it up
episode.
again.
Alright.
Oh, there you go.
So with the Black Clover anime, a lot of like hate you'll see about it online is like, oh, Asta's too loud and blah blah blah, and it's like, alright, you didn't get past the 3rd episode. But in the dub, bro, it takes that and it exemplifies it to a whole new level.
He is a
because of his voice.
hyperactive, short king who has nothing to lose and everything to prove. Of course he's gonna be Smokey. Stop it. Of course he's gonna be fucking loud. But
Oh.
he doesn't talk like that.
He talks like that, bro.
Phobic.
Nope.
I'm going to come to you and I'm going
Paul,
to
what do you mean
beat
by
you
that?
up.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, Diddy, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What do you
My
mean by that?
God.
You're gonna
I'm
what
gonna
to
come
me?
to you. Sakura and Sasuke style. And I'm gonna beat you up.
Yo. Age restriction.
Anyone watching right now, go throw on episode 1 of Black Clover, listen to the first 2 minutes of the dub, and leave a comment. But
Yeah,
predictions.
please leave a comment and drop the link in the comments too, Phobic, to that video you sent, so that they can get a proper eye on what bullshit you're spewing.
Oh, I will.
Right
Oh,
now.
trust me, I will.
Just try to. I can't pinpoint. I'm not.
I definitely will. But with that,
You're such a rage baiter, dude.
bro, that's not even rage bait. That's literally how Asta sounds in the English dub. I'm literally the
Not what he sounds like.
I'm literally the Black Clover guy saying this. Like what?
I'm the dub guy saying this.
Asta's
like,
my.
what?
I cannot watch the Black Clover dub solely because of Asta. I don't have a problem with,
anyway,
but I don't
like...
have a problem with any other voice in the Black Clover dub. It's literally just Asta. If your main character sounds like that, bro, good luck. That's all I'm saying. But predictions.
Asta sounds fine.
Shane,
He yells a lot, but he sounds fine.
I don't have a problem with the yelling. I was just saying that like that point gets exemplified in the dub because of the voice on top of it. But predictions for the time skip and Shippuden as a whole, now that you are done with Part 1 Naruto.
Damn, the sun just gave
It's a
me an
banger.
angelic glow for my insane defense of Asta.
I want to start it off probably saying that I never really expected to ever say that I would get into Naruto or like it as much as I do, or be here doing this for it. But definitely a fan at this point now. Watching one major chunk of something now start to unfold into something more serious, be one of my favorite shows, is pretty awesome. What aspects do I want to give you? I don't know. I just love to watch like their way of making their character development and shit. Like,
so I
to
guess
where
we
it is
can
now.
focus on a few specific plot points. Do you think, and if you do think so, how long do you think it'll take that Sasuke will eventually get the revenge that he seeks on Itachi?
Honestly, with the pace that he's working at, if it's his only sole objective, I feel like somebody at some point's gonna have to almost work against him because of how swift he's gonna be to making progress towards it. You shit yourself? Yeah.
Do you think that, and how long, if you do think so, do you think it'll take, but do you think that Naruto will eventually, somehow, someway, come across Sasuke again and get through to him?
With as much as it's happened right now, honestly, like it, for some reason, I'm just intuitionally pointing at like almost sooner than expected is probably my best response. Because I feel like it could go two ways because like it gives more character development, like I said, more flashbacks and well, wait, that changed my answer.
What changed
If we're
your
gonna
answer?
have flashbacks, there's gonna be more plot direction towards individual stories and backstories of people's lives than I don't know. We're getting too statistically involved with it. I think it's gonna be fairly quicker than normally expected, but then again, like with as much as we're seeing, like you said, with the flashbacks and prepare and the cough, a lot of flashbacks coming up. It could be a while. Like, we'll go with my first one, since it was my first answer. We'll say faster than expected. But my second opinion is probably maybe a little longer than expected as well. It just depends what my time frame is. I want to say like maybe within this arc, maybe the next one, or maybe not even for 2. But we'll go with my first one, maybe within this arc going into the next. I want to say is my prediction, because we just finished the other one.
So one more plot point that I'll focus on, and this is more of a short-term one because you have now watched the first 2 episodes of Shippuden. We left off at the start, not even the start of the fight, but at Datara landing on Gaara type shit. You're about to see Gaara versus Datara. Datara
that's
being
how
one of
far
the
y'all got.
Datara being one of the Akatsuki members that was introduced in the first few episodes of Shippuden. So let's get your predictions for that fight, and then we can
Hold up. I kind of want to put a balanced answer on my last one. We're just gonna go dead fucking even. Like, I want to say like it ain't gonna be too crazy long, but like I feel like there's definitely gonna be build up for this shit. Like, it just, I don't know. It would just seem too grimy to give us what we want to see right away. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Plus, everybody's literally just fucking came back a foot taller. So I have to change my answer. But
Everybody came back
continue.
a foot taller.
Yeah, no, seriously. Naruto's fucking like, yo, bro, what you doing? Like, crazy.
It just
He dead ass
showcases
is
how
taller.
short they all were before, because he's like 5'10",
Well, it really gives you the
5'11" at
aspect of
tallest.
how young they are. Yeah, right. So, all right, moving on. I just had to make sure I was like confident in my prediction.
So for the last, I guess, plot points to predict, and it's more of a short-term one since you have seen like the build-up for this. Gaara versus Datara. Datara being the Akatsuki member with the blonde hair, and what appears to be, from your standpoint of what you've seen of him taking out the guards in the Sand Village, bomb abilities. How do you think this fight's going to go? Let's hear your predictions for Gaara versus Datara.
Honestly, there's a lot of concepts that can mix within this because, like, look, so bombs, explosions equals very, very hot environments, right? Well, when you put sand with a very hot environment, it makes glass and shatters. But also, the fucking bomb, like, the whole Gar with the sand shit, dude, there's so many things that can happen. Like, I'm about to keel over because I know we're about to watch this right after. But I know it's going to be an interesting fight. It's probably going to be a nasty fucking fight. I honestly want to say that we'll say that Gaara has the upper hand first. Shit's going to get a little real. Some crazy shit's going to be pulled out. Maybe even more shit from Gaara. But like I said, I really like that idea that I just had with the heat and sand, because sand can be easily turned into glass if it does hit a threshold of heat, versus also in the other aspect, Gaara, the sand is going to help him, that blocks fragments, shards, little intricacies of anything that could be vital. I mean, you only need something the size of an atom. If it's thrown at the right place, you are dead. It just needs a great enough amount of force. But that's really all I can talk on in so many like in-depth points, because like, again, it's going to be a fight. They're probably going to be fighting for their life, but I can't wait to see more composed Gaara.
Here's a question off the top. How soon do you think you're going to be introduced to more Akatsuki members?
Honestly, there's people rolling in right now. It's gonna definitely, I want to say prediction, probably in the next 2 or 3 episodes, but I don't want to push it because some things are stretched in a sense, because we do have fights that have lasted 3 episodes.
Yeah.
So I want to say, let's give it the context, probably like 3 to 9 episodes. I want to say I'll probably see one or hear of one because people, like I said, there's more things flowing into creation. These guys looking like they're gonna go their separate way for a little bit, so it's gonna be more.
Yeah, because you've
involved.
already met Itachi, Kisame, Zetsu, and now Deidara. So
As well as Sasori,
Okay,
you
so-
just haven't seen Sasori in combat yet.
I wasn't sure if where you guys were.
Yeah,
if he'd
so
actually
they
been
basically
name dropped yet.
yeah, they say each other's names to each other like once or twice, but they're walking through the desert together, all that type of shit, blah blah blah.
Yeah. So as you saw at the very end of part 1, there are 10 members. So you've already met half.
Yeah, exactly half.
He's not ready, chat.
It's gonna.
No, he's
I'm
not.
Honestly,
He's not
like,
ready.
So I love the way that it scales too, because it's like now I see what you guys mean when like it's crazy to think that somebody can be a natural born killer almost to the point of a master assassin or anything at any regards in around the age 6, 10, 12, I don't care. That is fucking wild. But then when we move up into like jutsu or anything with any other animes and stuff, like just the power building and then the stacking, like I honestly see how much it jumps and how crazy it gets to the point to where like we're expanding at dimensions. Like it's fucking awesome. Like I just love watching another anime unfold into something that's just like you said, it scales up there. It doesn't scale the absolute highest, but it scales pretty far.
And I guess by once you're all caught up and everything, I can make you aware of the.
Oh, I can't
I
wait.
can make you aware of the metas that can get it a lot higher.
Yeah. Well, we also have
Motherfucker's
more to
always got
watch.
a meta up his sleeve.
Listen,
Fucking
there's always
DC
a
Comics
meta.
over here. Meta this, meta that.
You gotta rock with the meta. Oh, I'm sore, boys. Jesus.
I
The
felt
gym
that.
got me.
Well, I guess that really kind of covers what we had planned for today. I know
Yeah.
that I got
That was a great conversation, all in all.
Oh hell yeah. And it's kind of
it
like
lasted the entire episode
Listen,
today.
I wanted
Yeah.
to get it because I was fucking sitting there freeze framing. I hate when I do that, guys. Like, I'll work on it a little bit more. It's been a while since I've been in front of the camera and live streaming and everything like that. But as you could tell, when I get started and like heated up, you hear me talking now, like, blah, 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 blah. So like, I just wanted to be having the composed thought. And anything that I do talk on, as you can tell, my body does not like when I talk on things that I don't know exactly what I'm talking about, because I want to be accurate. I want you guys to either be siding or side against me in the comments, Animosity for Animonium. Like, come on, bro. Make it interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm cooking. Cooking with the voice cracks. But
at least you're not cooking crack. Anyway.
As long as you're not talking, as long as you're
never
not,
that.
as long as you're not cooking no shit up on my goat, I don't care.
Never. Don't do drugs, kids. Seriously.
Bro, the camera be fucking me up as I just try to move my hairs to the side and I was on the complete other side of my face and just touch my forehead instead.
But I told you, bro. Listen.
That's why when we're talking, I have everything pulled up so I can see like what's going on and everything, but I'm looking at face cams on Discord. Like,
yeah.
I just want to figure out how to flip my thing, because when I look on here, Goku is on this side. But when I look on there, he's on that side. Like, my whole thing's flipped, so like my hair messes me up. I'm not used to that side of my face. But it's the same side of my face. I'm just not used to seeing it inverted.
I don't see
So,
what
like,
you're
trips
seeing
the shit
because
out of me.
on my
You
screen,
guys are good.
both on Discord and on Twitch, Goku's on the
Yeah.
same side of you. But for me, my shelf is on my right side on Discord. It's on my left side
if you
on
can
Twitch.
see that, click
Close
on
that
that real
stream.
quick.
Close that stream. It fucks up the cameras.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see what I mean? Like, it's different. I don't know why. I got this special camera, I guess. Logitech from 9th grade out here, still pulling.
Logitech from 9th grade.
Bro.
For real.
Holy shit.
It looks brand new still. Yeah, I got the C920, I think.
Holy shit. Well, decade plus old webcams aside, I can kind of relate. I'll take this off real quick. This is what they're
He
looking
said,
at me on
"Holy
in Discord. They see
shit."
me on Discord through
And,
this.
and,
I've had this since
and this fucking
2016.
microphone is
It's
over
black
10
and
years old
white.
too. Like,
Yeah, my
Yep.
man's just black and white in Discord. It's crazy. It's kind of fire though. I
This
thought it was an aesthetic, and I was like, "Bro, how'd you do that?" And he's like, "I didn't."
this right here, I've also had for not as long as that webcam, but almost as long. Anyways, though, without
one of them too, but Stitch and Smokey broke it.
we love our cats.
Yeah. Hey, Stitch,
Where's he
stop
at?
being a bitch.
But anyways,
Smokey.
thank you all for tuning into
You're
episode
jackass.
4 of Animonium. Next week we will have episode 5. We're gonna maybe I'm gonna do a few conversations here and there, but maybe either have a guest or the start of our fire style segment. Either way, I would like to get one of those two going in the next episode. Get some segments. I got a few things that I have written down, and let's just say y'all are not ready for what's to come. The animosity is only going to grow. You guys have anything?
Here we go. You see it.
You guys have anything you want to add?
For the fire style segment coming up, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be more touched on later, but I do have some interesting plans for that for myself. It's just a matter of timing at this point, but by mid-fall, we should be able to do something very unique and very original with our fire style segment.
Adding on to that, I want to get real at the end of each podcast and just talk individually with everybody, including the people that we are here with in this podcast. But just remember, at the end of the day, anime really it kind of motivates me, like in a lot of aspects, to where like it's almost like more effective than your best friend or therapist. Sometimes when you just feel like you're alone, don't ever feel alone. You know what I mean? Take this as motivation and kind of utilize it through and out within the real life, because you'd call me crazy, but I can give you about 5 points that I'm not going to go into depth and break down, but that have helped me tremendously with family, work, socialism, friends, and individualism. So it's always take into account and do your best. Strive. Kill it. That's it.
Hell yeah.
Animonium out.